Namaste, and welcome to the July edition of Yoga Muse, Graceful Living on and Off the Mat. I'm Ann DePrado, owner of Rise Yoga Studio. As I was teaching my Thursday class this last week, the subject of stress came up, and I'd like to address this a little bit for you. Stress is a very real physical response that we feel when there is something happening around us that we feel we have no control over. It could happen at home with children, it could happen in a working environment. There's a lot of different situations that happen during the day that we may feel we have no control over. And this is usually when the stress response kicks in. So you might feel the heart beating, you might feel a little panicky, blood racing through the veins. These are all pretty common effects. We also have stress hormones that start dumping in the body, creating all sorts of havoc. So what do? We want to be able to deal with stress because it is a part of life. And, you know, there's going to be good days, there's going to be bad days. There's going to be periods of our life when things are going really well. There's going to be periods of life that are not going so well. So what do we do intelligently to deal with these physical responses that we have? Well, one of the things that I think is really important to realize is that stress is pretty much self-imposed. It's something that we do to ourselves because it's really just perception. When there's a situation happening, we perceive that it's stressful, and then the physical response kicks in. You could have two people sitting in the same room side by side, seeing the same situation. One person perceives it as being stressful, and all of the physical stuff starts to happen. The second person has no attachment to it. They don't perceive it as being stressful, and they're calm as a cucumber. There's no physical response. So what do you do when that happens? Well, there's an instant calming sequence that you can use. First thing is to breathe. Take a few deep breaths, put a smile on your face, straighten up your posture, and then think. Turn on the thinking machine and come up with 3 action steps that you can take in this situation to turn it around or to sidestep it or to leave it alone for a while. 3 positive things that you can do. This moves us from being reactionary and having the reaction in the body to all of this negative emotions into taking positive action that will produce a result that we want. Step aside and rethink the situation. Do something different. If you've been doing the same thing in the same situation and you're still getting that response cycle going, do something different. We're creative people. We can think of ways to deal with our environment, the things that are going on around us. So the next time you feel yourself in that situation, take the instant calming sequence, breathe deep, put a smile on your face, straighten up your posture, and take action. Think of those 3 things that you can do to either turn the situation around, step away from the situation, do something positive for yourself, move into that action mode. So, hope this has been helpful for you, and if you have any other comments or questions about it, you can bring it up in class, and I'm always happy to talk about any of these topics with you. Have a wonderful 4th of July, and namaste.